What's up, Facebook Live? Wendy Lee here with Leadership Revolution. And I'm pretty excited because I just came back from an awesome retreat. So I'm like kind of high on the retreat and all the transformation that happened. So I want to welcome you here to Leadership Revolution Transformational Tuesdays. And what we do in our about 10 minutes together is I just kind of pull from some things that have been going on that I've been noticing. And of course, coming back from the retreat, it's awesome to be in that realm of that. So this is what's been coming up for me. And here's the deal about transformation. Transformation is simple, but it's not easy, right? We've got to put some attention and time and work into that. And a lot of times what happens is, as we grow, as we expand, the universe, energy, people in our lives, they might respond to that in a way that seems to be resistance, right? Have you ever noticed when you start really moving forward in your life, that resistance starts showing up? And it can be all kinds of resistance. It can be resistance in your health. Like maybe you start getting a cold or start getting backaches. I know for me, funny story, not so funny, but two very pivotal times in my life where I was really diving deep into transformation. One time I got a stuck kidney stone. I mean, how about that for resistance? And then one time I broke my elbow. So there's all kinds of things that might show up. What I have been discovering is that it's the resistance to the resistance that gets us stuck. Okay, think about that for just a second. Resisting the resistance. What if instead of seeing things as a negative when resistance starts showing up, that we just identify it and accept it as part of the process of becoming this great, awesome, beautiful, freaking human being that we are created to be. And we stop putting judgment on it and accepting it like, oh, I expected that would come up or show up because I'm in growth mode. And when I'm in growth mode, my ego first is getting a little bit freaked out. Like, uh-oh, don't change, stay the same, and trying to protect me. And so I might be calling in some things that are going to show up for resistance. So if I'm able to step back and be an observer, is that like Bieber? An observer versus a participant, then I can see it for what it is and know that, oh, okay, this is part of the process. Because in all transformation, there is a process, right? There's a process of expansion and then retraction, and expansion and retraction. And part of that, the resistance will show up. So I would love for you to put in the comments below where in your life you are seeing resistance as you are on your path to self-development. It could be that you're in your career and you're moving forward in something and you're feeling resistance. It could be that you're an entrepreneur and you've started a new business and you're seeing resistance. It could be that you're just being very conscious and mindful of being on a self-development journey, and maybe you've opened up some wounds or things that needed healing, and now you're feeling the resistance. That's perfectly normal. So remember, don't resist the resistance. It's all part of the game. And we accept that, then we can allow that flow. Because, you know, that old saying, don't worry, be happy. I haven't figured out the don't worry part. That's the resistant part. Worry and frustration and all that, that's part of the game. But then understanding that it's just here to come and pass through, That's when we get a lot of that more energy moving. So I'd love to hear a little bit about, in the comments below, what you've been feeling coming up for resistance. And can you give that resistance a big old hug and some love and some acceptance instead of resisting the resistance like it's a bad thing. Okay, awesome. I hope you guys got something out of the Transformational Tuesday. Got some great things coming up. So head on over to Leadership Revolution on Facebook or Leadership Revolution on Instagram. And I'm also on LinkedIn under Wendy Lee. I've got a podcast that's coming up. I'm so excited about it. I just got off the phone getting ready for that. We've got my coaching program that's now open. So feel free to contact me if you've got any questions about that. And we're also working on getting our next retreat date set. So love you, support you in all of the hard work. And by the way, it doesn't have to be hard. It's just necessary, right? We got to peel that onion down so we can let that flower bloom. All right. Love you guys. Wendy Lee here for Leadership Revolution. It's time to get this revolution started, ladies. All right. Mwah. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.